legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the
tunnel. Bro, you can go do everything you complaining about. You can go do on your own.
We are ready for football, so are they.
Don't start complaining from the jump.
Set to match up with the Chicago Bears. No two NFL teams have played more often than the Bears and Packers.
The legend grows. When you whoop a nigga, he go get his other nigga.
Not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchdown.
Go do what you gotta do.
Now hold everything here. We're gonna get a timeout.
No, let's go to the linebackers. I'm already here.
Oh, where you stay at?
Damn, where my mama stay at? I think it's Fayetteville.
Oh, you right down the street from me?
Yeah, I was just at that. I remember a long time ago you took me to some gym, Virginia or something. Yeah, I just went there earlier this week. I don't know. I just went during the week just to get out the house. It was alright. It looked like the same couple of dudes that from years ago. Wasn't no new faces in there. Go do it. Did you do it or not? Yeah, that's true. That's a possibility. It's a possibility.
Now a timeout coming from the defensive side.
Because the defense I was in was crazy. Like, I wasn't going to give you a touchdown off the rip. Oh man, these niggas hilarious. My legend grows. That nigga Twan must have told you how I whooped his ass. Definitely not doing that.
As we step aside here in this first quarter.
Oh, that's tough. Oh, I know this formation.
Here's the first carry for Troy Cole. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them the first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It'll be a very long night.
Hey, man, you gonna have to do something else, bro.
Someone's going to run for some big yardage.
It's a loss of 2 there.
All of this is familiar.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Here's Trubisky.
Pick! Oh my God.
Throw left side complete. That's Burton. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. And Robinson with a big catch. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And that goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning.
Oh, we was there. Oh, what am I doing?
Defense on balance, team towards a victory.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play call, and you go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like...
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Parkey adds the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
That all Madden be tough. Sorry though, these niggas ain't got no D either.
Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away.
It don't matter. People complain no matter what, so it don't matter. That's why I just play on both. It really don't matter.
That's the 25-yard line.
It really don't matter.
Rodgers will break the huddle.
Oh, let's see if this new shit works. What's going on?
25-yard line.
Be audible, bro.
To throw is Rodgers. That's caught by Geronimo Allison. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Rodgers now on first down.
Bro, what are you doing?
Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Well, they completed the pass but lost yardage, so they'll decline the penalty.
Perfect play for them, isn't it? Who needs a penalty? When you try and throw the ball, you don't even get it downfield, and they go ahead and snuff out the play. They'll take that as a result.
Second down, here's Rodgers. Incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Rodgers. Let's it fly deep for Cobb.
Smoke. Oh, get this thing, man.
And it falls down incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And they'll be looking to make this a two-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
First carry now for Jordan Howard. He'll get about 3 as as he's taken down at the 23.
Not much happening there on first down.
Thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Yo.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They go play action with Trubisky. Sliding out of the
I should have went with it.
wide open receiver complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pick up there, 26 yards. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the
Beating that 10, don't be late. Who is they? Where they at so we can go get them together? Who is they and where they at so we can go get them together?
From the gun, it's Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. And this is caught at the 8. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, 36 yards. And the Bears will extend their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The left side throw complete to Adams. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Caught on the right side by Adams. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first.
Hey, where y'all going? Get 300. Get 300. Hey, check 26. Where y'all going?
Rodgers now on first down. Caught left side by Cobb. And they get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Go to 50.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. It fights him off. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
Hey, check 26. Hey, check 26.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 47 yards.
Well, simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
That's fine.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
We are going.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Here we go. 58. We are going.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. His throw incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
That's fine, yeah. Run.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
We got three, fellas. We got 59. We are going.
Here's Jones. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now, before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So on now for the Packers is their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Kaiser now. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. Well, I see what they were trying to do there. You pop up your holder, roll him out. You got the option to run or pass. Just didn't work.
Not at all, and the communication was excellent defensively to make sure that receivers were covered as they escaped from the line of scrimmage, because that's supposed to be a surprise to everyone, and that's how they get free. People forget their assignments on defense. That didn't happen. And think about the guy rolling out with the football, looking for an open person, no one there.
Helpless feeling.
Helpless, because that gap between you and defenders now is going to close and close quickly.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
You see it?
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you just don't.
And this is going to be a safety as Trubisky gets swallowed up in the end zone. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, 50. Zoom. Go to 50.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. Trying to lay one up deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now the Packers get set to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Over here. Jump out.
Working from the gun. Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Adams. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
26.
Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Hey, check 26. Over here.
Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. He'll buy some time right. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. And for the defense, their 3rd sack of the game.
That number tells you that they're starting to put it together with their defensive game plan. They're starting to feel pretty good about what the offense is doing, bringing the pressure at the right time, and putting the quarterback on the ground.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. This is Cohen. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is going to be Packer football. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 20.
Get 300. Get 300. Oko, over here.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. Steps away to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete.
319.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 39 that time.
58.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Oko, over here. Box it, box it, box it, box it. Wind out. You got 58.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Forced out to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Zoom, zoom. Yeah, Liz. Hey, Mike. Zoom, zoom. Jumbo.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Jumbo.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And this is going to be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
58. Zoom, zoom. Zoom, zoom. Oko, over here.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. And they've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Hey, where y'all going?
On 1st down, Rodgers. That's going to be caught. 23 yards on the play.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Packers are back within a score.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Onto the field now come the Bears. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10.
Move.
Again on second and 10, it's Trubisky. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up a third down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. Out of the gun, Trubisky. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Gotta go. 18.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A couple of first downs, has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. They run. This is Cohen. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. They try again with Cohen. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on fourth down? From the shotgun is Trubisky. Throw left side complete. It's Burton. Fourth down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Trubisky now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night, and the Bears will add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Here we go. 58. Back to north. Shift. Hey, check 26.
Rodgers now on first down. And left side here, it's Graham. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards on the play. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
Hey, check 26. Jump out. Zoom.
On 1st and 10, Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Rodgers now throwing again. A dump underneath to Jones. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Prince Amukamara.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Again, it's Howard. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a gain of 7, and that should just about do it.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Oh, Trubisky going to throw. Going to let one fly for Robinson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Wide left. Hey, check 26.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Now he's forced out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Rodgers to throw again. Now a desperation throw deep. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 40 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you